I don't know if you remember, the last time we talked, it was for the IFC website, way back in season 3.
Yeah.
I think it was.
So was that with the stringer and stuff that we were doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, it's been a while.
Yeah, it has been a while. And as Sarge has pointed out, it's now 10 seasons.
Yes, 10 seasons of Red versus Blue.
Did you expect that it would have this longevity?
I'm going to be completely conceited and say yes, absolutely. No, not at all. I mean, it's one of those things that when we were first testing it, we looked at it, we're like, this really looks good. This makes sense to us, It feels right, but, you never know if that's going to translate to people everywhere in the world, and somehow it did. And we just have been really grateful. Come places like New York Comic Con, and we get swarmed with fans, and it's just unbelievable after 10 years,
Have you seen an accumulation of numbers? I mean, you started in a certain, you actually were ahead of the trend. What was it like seeing, it grow like that?
Well, it's been an interesting journey because when we started, and I guess when we talked even way back the IFC stuff, there was no YouTube. There was no online video really. It wasn't like it is today, where it's just so prevalent and everybody knows everything about watching a video online. Yeah. So we were here before that and saw it develop, and to the point of maturity it's at now. So we've seen, people found us, and it was like, what is this thing? Most of our website was dedicated to how do you even watch a video online?
How do you download it?
Yeah.
All streaming.
So, and now, everybody understands how to watch videos,
I think we're kind of the leader of that.
Yeah, we were, yeah. I mean, it was like, we were doing, I guess, viral videos before there was the term viral video, So now we're kind of in the middle of the online video culmination of that, the maturity of the platform. So it's fun.
Speaking of maturity, I mean, I did leave it off at season 3, so I joined in at season 10.
Yeah.
Nice.
Of course, more things change, the more they stay the same. Sarge and his troops are still stupid.
Right.
So,
very stupid.
Thank you for that. But you've now gotten, I don't know how long you've been doing this, a parallel story that plays fairly straight. When did that happen? What was the decision that went into that?
Well,
The season that was it 7 or 6 that the whole storyline?
yeah, it was 6.
It was 6. Yeah.
Well, after we finished the first 5 seasons, which we refer to as the Blood Gulch Chronicles, because it's mainly set in the Blood Gulch map, we had built up a lot of backstory, and we wanted to have a way to tell that backstory. So in season 6, which we called Reconstruction, we started delving into those themes and that backstory stuff, and just the nature of the storyline was a little bit more dramatic, a little more action-oriented, and as we progressed, we started getting a little bit more complex in what we wanted to do, both in terms of story and in terms of action. And by now, in season 10, we've got this entire prequel storyline that's going on simultaneously with the current storyline. It's really action-packed and really dynamic, and we wanted to keep all the comedy, but infuse the story overall with something that was bigger and just broader and just had appeal for everybody. So
And finally tie up all the story points at the end of season 10. Like everything will make sense by the time we finish. We have 4 more episodes coming out this season.
Yeah.
You'll have so many answers in this next 4 episodes that'll everybody's head's gonna pop.
yeah.
Is this the end of the saga, or is...
Well, we're trying to answer all the questions that we started
Project Freelancer.
in terms of Project Freelancer, which is our prequel storyline. It's not the end of Red versus Blue by any means, but we want to because season 10 is such a landmark season for us, a decade, we really wanted to do something that felt substantial and big and answer all those questions that the fans have been wanting to know about for years and years. So we're trying to do all that, fulfill all that.
Back when we talked, you were very proud over the fact that you figured out a way of backing one of the players onto the barrel of the tank so you could get
The crane shot.
Crane shots.
Yeah.
I notice you've gotten a lot more sophisticated here. I wanted to know how much of it is still in the machinima aesthetic. Have you gone in now to actually tweak the knobs?
Well, in season 10, all the present day shots or scenes are done in the machinima and style. And then everything else in the past is all done with animation using Maya software, 3D software, but just modeled and lit to look exactly like the game. So we did probably 75% animation and 25% machinima in season 10. Yeah.
So is this the first time you're actually going to genuine CG
Well,
on
we did
this?
it in season 8 when, well, actually, it's the end of season 7, the Warthog crashes through the building, the brick building, and that's where we introduced the change. And then in season 8, in episode 10, when Tex goes into the warehouse and beats everybody up, that's when we started doing the mocap and, introducing more of the interaction CGI.
Getting more and more complex. Then season 9, we started the prequel, Freelancer storyline, and that was a lot of animated stuff. But with season 10, like Kathleen said, we're just taking it to the next level.
I know animators. I know, they want to stretch out. They want to stretch their legs. So do you have your people going, do I have to make it look like a video game? Can I just...
It's funny. Sometimes, sometimes we had, and there's a lot of creative flexibility that we gave them. We have one AI called Theta, and one of our animators loves to skateboard. And so he's like, can I make Theta skateboard? And we're like, why not?
Cool.
So we did give him a lot of flexibility.
I watched Theta doing the moves with the skateboard, and I'm going, where in the game is that?
Easter egg, you gotta...
Yeah, exactly.
Well, we get in trouble about that stuff sometimes because sometimes we put stuff in that we think is like so off the wall, that no one would ever confuse it for being something that was in game. And then somebody will ask us, and we'll jokingly say, oh yeah, just press XA, up, down, left, right, and you'll get it. And then they come back later and you're like, I couldn't find it. It's like, oh, I was kidding.
So, have you thought out what's going to be happening next with Red versus Blue?
Yeah. I mean, we've got a lot of cool stuff planned for season 11. Season 10 is not quite finished airing online, so we don't want to say too much about it, reveal any spoilers, but we really want to get back to kind of the core character dynamics that made the first, 5 seasons of Red versus Blue, such a mainstay, so successful.
Comedy.
And so, pay the bills, show us the beautiful Red versus Blue packaging.
Yeah. Season 10.
Season 10 Blu-ray, as we like to call it, Red versus Blu-ray.
Very clever. Okay. Thank you very much for talking with us.